And here's your host, Steve Schindler.
Good morning, Antarctica! We're live here at the North Pole. Santa Claus will be our special guest today. This is really hot. I can't wear this for much longer. Hey, welcome to the morning wake up here on Steve Schindler Media. I am inside. I will not be broadcasting outside today during Snowpocalypse, Snowmageddon, Snow Death Storm 2024. Good morning to you. All right, because I know you're not familiar with what the forecast is today. Let's look at it because there it is. Winter storm warning goes until 5 p.m. today. We've got a blizzard warning that will take effect at 5 and go till noon tomorrow. And a wind chill watch. Woohoo! That goes from 6 p.m. tomorrow evening through noon on the 16th, Tuesday. So, yeah. It's winter. It's miserable. Today, snow, heavy at times, blowing snow, windy, a high of 30, and wind gusts as high as 40. Let's see here. Snow chance, 100%, 3 to 5 inches. I'd say we may have seen that already. Tonight, snow is likely mainly before 8 p.m., blowing snow, cloudy, and a low of 6. Wind chills at 15 below with windy west winds. And snow accumulation less than half an inch. Tomorrow, a 20% chance of some snow. Areas of blowing snow. It's cloudy and cold tomorrow. And a high of 8. And then falling through the day. Wind chills 20 below. Breezy. Tomorrow night, 20% chance of some snow. Patchy blowing snow. Cloudy. A low of 12 below 0. Wind chills around 35 below. Sunday, sunny and cold and a high of 5 below. A high of 5 below. So that is your forecast. Again, winter storm warning, followed by a blizzard warning, followed by a wind chill watch. I'm sure that watch for the wind chill will probably be turned into a warning. All right, so with that winter storm warning and all this stuff, for the winter storm warning from the National Weather Service, heavy snow, occasional blowing snow, lots of snow. It's, it's just use common sense. Travel going to be very difficult to impossible with significant blowing and drifting snow, occasional whiteout conditions. Commutes, not going to be fun. If you have to go somewhere this morning or tonight or over the weekend, it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be easy. So dangerous conditions. Frostbite can on exposed skin in as little as 10 minutes. So if you have to go out, make sure you are packing for an emergency. Take a survival kit with you. Take extra everything with you. If you get stranded, stay in your vehicle. Otherwise, you say this, it sounds like a joke, but you're going to freeze. Literally, this weekend. It is nasty. It is dangerous. It is deadly. Check with 511. Do you really need to check with 511? Because it's going to say, don't go out. They'll probably say, don't go out, stupid. So don't go out. Travel is not recommended with this storm today or tomorrow. So let's see here. Current conditions. Let's at least take a look at that. Let's see here. Humidity at 92%. Winds northeast about 20 miles per hour. The old barometric pressure, 29.47 and 26 degrees. We've got snow. We've got wind. It's just miserable out right now. And you know what? I'm feeling pretty miserable here in the studio because I'm wearing winter gear. Our weather brought to us by the Garden Gate. Check them out. Garden Gate. I don't know if they'll be open today or not. I don't know. You have to check their Facebook and see what's happening there. Or call Garden Gate. They're at 105 South Jefferson in Sigourney, 641-622-3191. Hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturdays, 9 to noon. Fresh floral arrangements, jewelry, home decor, sympathy gifts, and something for everyone. The Garden Gate in Sigourney, sponsoring our forecast. We're doing the morning wake up. I am hot. I got to get this stuff off. Whew, yes, I'm a Hawkeye fan. I even have a Hawkeye hat. All right, here we go. Whew, I was working up a sweat. Okay. So, anyway, morning wake up here on Steve Shetler Media. Let me adjust my camera just a hair. Just a hair so you don't see my hair. Hey, just a quick preview. You know, we always have a question of the day that'll pop up later on. But a quick preview. Our question of the day always brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa. Located in Sigourney, 202 North Main in Sigourney. Call 641-622-3772 for an appointment. Call or text. Your question that'll go up later on today, you can start thinking about this. Your last wish during the snowpocalypse is a pizza. What are the toppings? So think about that and give a comment when that goes up later on today. All right, so that is your question of the day. That'll go up later on. Hey, hopefully you tuned in last night. We got the Keota North Mahaska game in before the snow last night. Keota boys winning an exciting game against North Mahaska. Both teams played pretty well, and Keota came out on top. They had just a little bit more firepower than North Mahaska. So exciting game last night. It was funny because after the game was over, it was at North Mahaska. The game was in New Sharon. And so North Mahaska had just lost a tough game. Everybody was kind of down and out. But then they announced that school was canceled for today, and the kids absolutely exploded. It was quite comical. So I encourage you to look up last night's video. Go to the very end, like the last 3 minutes, and listen to the crowd explode when it's announced that the school was canceled for today. It was funny. I'm not sure what Keota and all the area schools are going to do as far as sports schedules, because they are so backlogged right now with the weather that's been happening earlier this week and today and this weekend. Because I know Keota, they were going to try to squeeze in a couple of games this weekend, tonight and tomorrow. I don't know. I feel sorry for the athletic directors, Dan Stout, Lee Crawford, all the folks around here in Southeast Iowa. They've got their work cut out for them trying to get in all these games and activities that are being canceled left and right due to our forecast. Hey, let's say hi to folks in the comments. Sherry, Amber, Becky, Sandy, Heather, Kurt and Kathy, Renee, let's see here, Jason, Dell, Mary. Yeah, Renee in the comments saying that Dollar General is open in Eddyville. And I know I put out a funny thing earlier this morning saying that everything is closed. If you're in Iowa, everything is closed today. Go back to bed. I know some people were taking that literally and commenting, saying that they still had to go to work. I understand. I used to be that guy. I used to be that guy out on the road in the snowstorm making the trip to Oskaloosa. Thankfully, I work at home now and don't have to worry about getting out in the weather. I just do it right from home now. So, yes, prayers for real are with you. If you have to do any sort of traveling today, man, sick day. Take a sick day because it's not going to be worth it. I guarantee you traveling today is ridiculous. And yes, you can tell them Steve Shetler Media said that I could take today off. If they want to get a hold of me and yell at me, they can. But I am giving you the day off. It is ridiculous outside. You should not be traveling. Wherever you work, I am giving you the day off, all right? So sit back and take it easy. I know the farmers and the snow crews, the road crews, and people that are digging out people's driveways. Hats off to you guys. I saw a post. I won't name any names. I saw a post earlier today on Facebook saying that trying to clean out a Casey's driveway and parking lot was ridiculous because there were so many people out and about this morning. So stay home. Stay off the roads if you can. It is ridiculous. I literally, when I opened the door at 5:30 this morning to take the dogs out, I was like, whoa. Like the word whoa came out of my mouth to nobody in particular except the dogs. They heard me. But it was, it's just stupid out. So again, winter storm warning, followed by a blizzard warning, followed by a wind chill watch. That is our forecast for today. We've got the information. All I've got running down underneath here today on the little ticker is weather information. So read that, get up to speed on that, be safe today. Hey, Tracy Waterhouse being nice this morning and sending me some stars. I appreciate that. If you guys have stars on your phones, if you're watching on your phones and you see the option to send me some stars, hey, send them. I'll take them. Means a little, just like 99 stars is 99 cents that gets sent to me by Facebook. So if you have some stars, heck yes, I would take them. That gives me just a little bit of money, a little bit of love from you guys. Hey, good morning to you, Dana, at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Hope you have a good day today. I'm sure you're going to be busy. Jason saying, just getting to New Sharon from Iowa Falls in the semi, and it's not been fun. I can imagine. You semi-truck drivers out there on the roadways. Be safe, especially you, Jason. Good morning to you, Mary, Shane, Tracy, Dana, and Jenny. And Gina just tuning in. I know I saw some of you commenting last night about the Keota game. I'm glad you guys are liking the Keota basketball broadcasts here on Steve Shetler Media. I know Eddie Conrad and Andy McGuire, the announcers, those guys are great. Fun to work with. It's a fun crew. The three of us have a good time, and hope you like what's coming across your screens on the Keota basketball games. They've been a lot of fun to do this winter. Let's go ahead and do, as I mentioned, we're not just going to talk about weather the whole time, which we certainly can. I mean, if you guys want to talk weather, we'll talk weather. But we got the weather information going across the bottom of your screen the whole time this morning. Somebody had messaged me earlier this morning asking if I was going to put up like business closings and school cancellations. And quite simply, I'm a one-man show, and doing school cancellations, doing business closings, it would literally take up all my time. So I can't do that. But I do encourage you to check with your businesses, with your school. Obviously, schools are canceled for today. But check with the businesses. Check with your appointments. If you have like a hair appointment or a doctor's appointment, check ahead. Don't just go out and go to your appointments thinking they're going to happen. Double check. Just use common sense. Double check with everything. Don't get out there if you don't have to. Businesses are closing. Things are closing. So be safe, be smart this weekend. Let's go ahead and do some birthdays. Amber, thank you for the stars. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right. Birthdays on this Friday, January 12th. Let's see here. We've got, they call him a mentalist. Mentalist, the Amazing Kreskin. You ever heard of the Amazing Kreskin? 89 years old for the Amazing Kreskin today. Also, birthdays today, William Lee Golden, the guy in the Oak Ridge Boys with the cowboy hat, the long white hair, the long white beard. William Lee Golden, 85 years old today. So happy birthday to William Lee Golden. Other country music birthdays, country singer Ricky Van Shelton. I know my mom was always a fan of Ricky Van Shelton. I think his vocal style always kind of reminded her of Elvis. So Ricky Van Shelton, RVS, turning 72 years old today. Happy birthday to you, Ricky. How about the king of all media? No, not me. Howard Stern. Howard Stern is 70 today. 70 years old for Howard Stern today. Other birthdays. Actor Oliver Platt has a birthday. He is 64. Basketball player Dominique Wilkins. Man, that guy could fly. That guy could slam dunk. He was right up there with Michael Jordan as far as the ability to dunk. Just amazing basketball player. Dominique Wilkins, 64. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos is 60. Rob Zombie from a White Zombie, and of course, he's had much more success on his own. Rob Zombie, 58 years old. Supermodel Vendela. Vendela. You must call me Vendela. Vendela is 57 years old. Melanie Jane Chisholm. Does that name ring a bell? No, it does not, because she's professionally known as Melanie C of the Spice Girls. Sporty Spice. She's sporty. She's 50 is what she is. So happy birthday to you. Jeremy Camp, great Christian singer, kind of a Christian rock, Christian worship guy, turning 46 years old today. And singer Zayn Malik, formerly of One Direction, is 31. So happy birthday to all of those folks. Good morning to you, Danielle, in the comments. Again, thank you for everybody tuning in on this wintry weather day here in Iowa. Let's see here. On this date, January 12th, back in 1773, it was on this date that the very first museum opened up in the United States. 1773. It was on this date in 1912, Washta, Idaho recorded the state's low temperature record of minus 47 degrees. It was so cold that day that when police yelled at a robber to freeze, he actually froze. Woo, thank you. I'll be here all week. Washta, Idaho, minus 47 back in 1912. Let's see here, 1945, World War II, German forces on this date retreated during the Battle of the Bulge. It was today, 1966, Batman. Batman made its debut on ABC back in 1966. It was on this date, 1969, Joe Namath and the New York Jets won the Super Bowl, 16-7. So Joe Namath and the Jets, Jets. 1971 on this date, the TV show All in the Family rocked viewers' worlds with its debut. Archie Bunker and the crew, 1971 for All in the Family. They need to bring back All in the Family today, just to irritate people. And it was on this date in 1980, gold rose past the $700 per ounce mark for the very first time. Good morning to you, Tanya. Good to see you this morning. And Jan, again, thanks to you who are sending stars this morning. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Today on the National Day calendar, where's my wife? I need to give her a kiss. It's Kiss a Ginger Day. So celebrate that by kissing the redhead near you. It's also National Curried Chicken Day, and it's National Pharmacist Day. So celebrate those days today. Again, Stacy, it's Kiss a Ginger Day today. Things you need to know, because your life just won't be the same without them. Let's see here. The Emmy Awards. Now, they were postponed last year due to the writers and actors strikes and everything that was going on. Those will be taking place coming up on Monday, so you might want to tune in to see what the Hollywood elite have to say about the world. Yes, that was an eye roll I just did. Let's see here. Filming for season 3 of The White Lotus. Isn't that like a drink you can get somewhere? The White Lotus? I'll take a White Lotus, please. Season 3 of The White Lotus is underway in Thailand, of all places. Let's see here. Another thing heading for the history books is the fruit stripe gum. You remember that stuff? Didn't it have like was it a zebra? A zebra was like a striped zebra with all the candy stripes. The fruit stripe gum is going bye-bye. So if you're a fan of the fruit stripe gum, you might want to get some of that before it leaves stores. Michael Strahan, his 19-year-old daughter being treated for a malignant brain tumor. So keep the Strahans in prayer. TSA confiscated over 6,700 guns. Let's see here. It doesn't give me a time frame on that. I'm assuming in the past year. And they kept them from being taken on commercial flights. Again, this was in 2023. 93% of those guns were actually loaded. So that's somewhat terrifying. People still taking guns on flights, and most of them are loaded. Other stuff you need to know, tragedy, RIP, Eastern Washington State earlier this week. You may have seen this on your news feeds. A tractor trailer overturned on I-90 in the state of Washington, spilling hundreds of frozen pizzas. We love you, pizzas. Frozen pizzas spilled on the roadways of the state of Washington. Hey, how about up in Canada? A 25-year-old man was arrested for driving 50 miles over the speed limit while drinking beer. He explained that he was celebrating that he had just passed his driver's license test. You moron. Let's see here. What do people believe in these days? A new survey says, conducted among 1,000 Americans, it shows that basically 57% of people believe in aliens. Which, you know, with the government saying that aliens basically exist, I'm actually shocked that more people don't believe in aliens. I mean, they're saying they don't know what these things are that are flying around. So, I don't know. 61% believe in ghosts. 70% say they believe in the devil. And 85% believe in God. So, I'm saddened that they did not include Bigfoot on that survey. What do you guys think of Bigfoot? I was listening to a Bigfoot podcast last night on my way home from the Keota North Mahaska game. Bigfoot. He's out there, folks. I know he is. All right, so we're not too far away from Easter now. We got through the holidays. We've got Valentine's Day coming up. We've got Easter. But it's time to start turning your attention to the most important thing in the world, Peeps. I worked with a girl several years ago that really likes Peeps. Hi, Kara, if you're watching today. I think Peeps are disgusting. The folks who make Peeps have announced 4 new flavors for this year. Peeps Rice Krispies treats. They're flavored marshmallow chicks. Available only at Walmart. So again, those are Rice Krispies Peeps. They'll also have icy blue raspberry flavored Peeps. Those will be at Target. Sour strawberry flavored Peeps at Kroger's. And Peeps Delights S'mores Graham Crackers. Peeps. I guess those will be available everywhere. So more gross Peeps to eat if you like those things. Good morning to everybody in the comments. Thanks for hanging out with me on this snowy Friday. A few more things you might need to know. A memoir that Lisa Marie Presley had been working on at the time of her death will be published this fall. It was completed by her oldest daughter, so you might want to check that out. How about Florida? We could use this for the duh today. Duh. In Florida, a Subway customer was upset that his foot-long sandwich wasn't cut in half. So what did he do? Did he calmly ask for the sandwich to be cut in half? Did he politely say, "Hey, my sandwich wasn't cut in half. Could you do that for me?" No, he did not do those things. What he did was he took the uncut footlong and he threw it at the employee and then hit her. He was later arrested on battery charges and also an assault on a Subway sandwich. How dare you throw that Subway sandwich, sir? How dare you hit a girl, by the way? Take that Subway sandwich and just smack you. Valentine's Day, we were talking about Peeps. How about some strawberry cream-filled Twinkies to top things off? So get your Peeps, get your Twinkies. And then one more thing you need to know, Bachelor host Jesse Palmer welcomed his first child, a girl, with his wife Emily on Wednesday. So congratulations to you. Hey, it's time for today's impossible question. Got me a little refreshing drink there while I said impossible question. Now I have to deal with the side effects of that. Today's impossible question. Since 1970, the number of people who do this has dropped by over 70%. What do you think? Any guesses? Any guesses in the comments? Again, since 1970, the number of people who do this has dropped by over 70%. It is taking a bath. You know why? Because who wants to sit in dirty bath water? Gross. 70% has the number of baths being taken has dropped by 70%. What's up next? Weird news. I don't know. I don't know if this is weird, but let's hit it.
That is weird.
In some weird news, I got to get a hold of my buddy Neil. Neil Crott, are you watching today? If Neil is in the audience, tune in, Neil. Say something. Casey's. Everybody likes to go to Casey's. Get your gas. Get your pizza, get your drinks. Casey's, which is the 5th largest U.S. pizza chain and the official pizza and beer headquarters, quote unquote, they are launching a search for its first ever chief pizza and beer officer. Now here in Iowa, I'm sure that would have to be Busch Light. Official pizza and beer officer. The person in this position will serve as an authority on sampling, researching, and pairing Casey's pizzas with the best beer combinations. Now, ideal candidates for the chief pizza and beer officer will have a high motivation to eat tasty pizza and responsibly drink ice-cold beer. The person has to have pizza stamina. I'm not a beer drinker, but I can put down my fair share of pizza. So pizza stamina. They have to task prioritization and goal achievement, finding the best possible pizza and beer combinations. They have to have leadership skills, be a beacon of integrity. Ooh, that sounds scary. And be of legal age and reside somewhere in Casey's country. So, I mean, if somebody has to do that, I can do it. Somebody get a hold of Mary Ellen here in Sigourney and tell her I'll be the Casey's Pizza and Beer Chief Officer. Yeah, let's get that done. How about this for some weird?
That is weird.
ABC News has obtained court documents revealing another case of a deceased Alabama inmate's body found missing organs. What? The body of Charles Edward Singleton was returned to his family, missing all of his organs, including his brain.
That is weird.
Singleton died back in November of 2021 in the custody of the Alabama Department of Corrections. He'd been housed at the Hamilton Aged and Infirmed before he was sent to an outside hospital for care prior to his death. According to the statement by the family, the UAB's Department of Pathology performed the autopsy. The family requested the body then be sent to the funeral home, which then the funeral director told the family, quote, it would be difficult to prepare his body for viewing since it was already in a noticeable state of decomposition. The funeral home characterized it as, quote, advanced skin slippage. Gross. The family, according to the court filing, was then informed there were no organs in the body. What is going on? That's yuck. This is like, I don't watch many crime shows on TV, but yeah, send in the Law and Order and SUV or whatever it's called. That needs to be figured out. His family learned his heart was missing during a second autopsy. So, man, there are some sickos down in Alabama. Good morning to you, Molly. Again, Kathy, Renee, Jane, Impossible question. Make coffee at home. I think Neil and I actually talked about this earlier this week. Miller Lite releasing non-alcoholic beer mints for dry January. So if you are giving up drinking for January, you can still get that taste. $5 tin of 40 mints of Miller Lite beer mints. Interesting. As we mentioned, the fruit stripe gum is going away. Get yours while you can. Let's see here. Let's move on. We've done enough weirds. Oh, there is one more weird story we should probably mention. Candy gummy bears. A candy brand, Haribo, 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 broke a Guinness World Record when it used its Gold Bear gummy candies to create a 353.1 square foot mosaic of the company's mascot. The company used approximately 150,000 gummy bears to create the image of its mascot, Gold Bear, in the gym at the University of Wisconsin Parkside. So, building an idol of golden gummy bears. The bunny. It's the gummy. Ooh, I love the gummy. Gummy bear statues, basically. Let's see here. Let's go to the file of law and disorder. Online retailer eBay going to be paying a $3 million fine to resolve criminal charges over a harassment campaign waged by some of its employees who sent this. I would freak out. They sent spiders, live spiders, cockroaches, and other disturbing items to a home of a Massachusetts couple, according to court papers filed on Thursday. So imagine that. You get something in the mail, a box, you open it up, and live spiders start coming out of the box at you. Gross. So the Justice Department charging eBay with stalking, witness tampering, and obstruction of justice more than 3 years after the eBay employees were prosecuted in the scheme to intimidate a couple. Their names were David and Ina Steiner. The couple produced an online newsletter called E-Commerce Bites that evidently upset eBay executives with its coverage, so they started sending them horrible things in the mail, like live spiders, cockroaches, and other things. So, weirdos. And some good news. We'll do a good news story and some duh before we get out of here. In some good news, in life, a real life, considered to be a princess, Abigail, this is from Hawaii, so the last name is tricky. Abigail Kawananakoa. Maybe I got that right. If I did, I'm proud of myself, patting myself on the back. Abigail Kawananakoa embodied the complexities of Hawaii. Many considered her a princess. Sounds like a Disney movie. A descendant of the royal family that once ruled the islands. She was also the great-granddaughter of a sugar baron and inherited vast wealth thanks to Westerners who upended traditional ways of life through the introduction of private property and the diversion of water for industrial plantations. Phew, that was a lot of words there. Now, more than a year after her death at age 96 and the bitter battles over her fortune, her estate has been settled. And recently finalized court documents show that after doling out tens of millions of dollars to various people, including former housekeepers, longtime employees, and her wife, there will be at least $100 million left to support Native Hawaiian causes. So, Kawananakoa, you are a good person over in Hawaii. That's some good news. Let's get out of here with some duh. In some secret tunnels in New York City issued vacate orders and emergency work orders following the discovery of a tunnel that had been secretly dug over a period of nearly a year underneath a historic Brooklyn synagogue. Officials say the building and neighboring structures will be stabilized and occupant safety will be ensured. The synagogue has been cited for the illegal excavation, which a spokesperson says was carried out by a rogue group of extremist young men. So building a tunnel under a synagogue is a no-no, and they get the duh. Let's once again run through our forecast. It's always brought to us now by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Winter storm warning going on until 5 o'clock today. And as I mentioned at the beginning of our broadcast this morning, I opened up the front door this morning to take the dogs out, and I was like, whoa. Snow, drifting snow up to our doorway. So snow, heavy at times, blowing, windy, 3 to 5 inches. Temps in the, let's see here, in the 20s today to a high around 30. Tonight, snow, windy, blowing snow, cold, a low of 6, wind chills below 0. Tomorrow, maybe a tiny bit more snow in the morning. After that, blowing snow, breezy, windy, cold, a high in the single digits tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, we plummet into the deep freeze of doom. Slight chance of some snow tomorrow night. An actual low of 12 below tomorrow night. Wind chills will feel about 35 below, so deadly cold out coming up this weekend. Blizzard warning will go into effect at 5 p.m. tomorrow. And then after that, a wind chill watch in effect. Mostly sunny on Sunday, a high around 5 below. So it's ridiculous out today and this weekend. So don't go out if you don't have to. Check with 511 if you absolutely have to go out for some reason. Check with 511, the app, the website, or call it 511 to see what the road conditions are. But stay inside. I mean, we're thinking of you on the road crews right now, taking care of our highways and byways. We're thinking of you truckers. We're thinking of you farmers. And anybody that has to absolutely has to get out, we're thinking of you. Be safe. Give yourself plenty of time. Pack yourself an emergency kit. Be ready for this weather if you're going outside. So, do what you can, but man, be safe, play it safe, err on the side of caution today and this weekend. Don't get out if you don't have to. As far as Steve Shetler Media, of course, everything is canceled this weekend. We're not going to have our Iowa Music Showcase at Barnwired. In fact, Barnwired's closed today. We've rescheduled Sierra Griggs. That young lady will be coming to Sigourney for our Iowa Music Showcase April 5th. So hopefully we'll have better weather on April 5th for Sierra. Tomorrow's sports section at Brothers Market canceled. We don't want to get anybody out that doesn't have to be. So again, Iowa Music Showcase and sports section both canceled for this weekend here on Steve Shetler Media. So I don't know what I'm going to do with all this free time on my hands. Maybe I'll do some stupid stuff here on Steve Shetler Media that will entertain you. So anyway, stay safe this weekend. I'll post any weather updates that need to be posted. But otherwise, yeah, we will see you back here on Monday morning for the next morning wake up. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me this morning. And otherwise, stay inside if you can. Stay warm, stay safe. We'll see you.